God, we're just gonna search for random gaming news for now.
Now
I
I got you.
know.
Now
I
I got
have
you.
not. I was supposed to do it, but that it turned today was kind of off because right, Hoshi? You know what I mean, right, Hoshi?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Life
was
sucks
I
Yeah.
was turned
sometimes.
off. I was like that's why I didn't had time to draft an agenda. Shit. Anyway, don't worry, we will get through it anyways. So anyway, I forgot to say how we're all doing tonight. How are you all doing?
Just reinstalling some my remaining files. And once again, as I've said, the Terra title editor that I usually edited for the past 2 years is now finally up and running again. And here it is. So I put install for that. Also, I will get new Star Car Music channel update here. So yeah, so nothing much more. How about the horse?
Oh, what is it?
Thank you very much, Dream Car. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. I have
How about the
nothing
horse?
planned
Basta ka
anything
dyan, horse.
tonight. God damn it. Luckily, I have one in my newsfeed in my private server. Thank God I have one, luckily. And that is the one we're going to cover tonight is, let me just switch my workspace to Asphere Discovery. There we go. And let's see, what do we have?
What?
Oh, it's
What's
a
going
little bit
on?
slow news apparently. But you know what? Let's start with Lupin. Yes, Lupin. So let's get into that. Again, unfortunately, the CoFM visual camera is turned off because it's lagging, which was proven during the intro of the Asper's Cafe, as was not what we started. And yeah, let's get into that now, shall we? So as you can see in my screen, it's still loading here. Oh my god. I know, I'm so sorry, people. I haven't prepared anything, but yeah. Anyway, this is our first gaming cafe, and yeah, we're getting to gaming cafe tonight now. And we're also going to be covering Close to You animated video, which is dedicated to Pikmin. Really interesting, I haven't seen it, but we will get into that probably in the next gap. But for now, let's start off with the first gaming cafe for tonight, and that is Love Pin, now available for PS5, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. So, according to Gitmasu, publisher Flux Games and developer studio Dodel have released side-scrolling precision platformer Love Pin for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 for $15 alongside its previously announced Nintendo Switch version, which is published by CFK. The game was first launched in early access for Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC by Steam and Microsoft Store on November 17, 2022, followed by a full release on August 30, 2023. So let's see what Lupin is about, and you can tell it's a 2D precision platformer game featuring a group of brave, rapid explorers. Break through life-threatening obstacles with precise controls and embark on an adventure filled with new encounters and stunning landscapes. The rabbits who live underneath a park have to leave for a new home as humans started a renovation. Libe, a cute white rabbit, leads an epic adventure with Captain Bianca, Jose, and Mont Blanc. What will happen to these five rabbits on their tail? Join them on this unique adventure full of new friends, rapid threatening dangers, and beautiful scenery. So the key features we have are precise platforming, memorable characters, which by the way it features five rabbits, collectibles, challenges, socialize and be awarded, and of course, open world to discover. So that is Lapin, and yeah, look at the characters there. And this is not new, huh? They only recently expanded to more platforms, as we just mentioned, which are PlayStation 5, 4, and Nintendo Switch. So yeah, that is Lapin coming to now available on these platforms. So all of our fellow co-hosts, any thoughts?
Very interesting graphics, nothing much more. How about your horse? Guys, horse, Ruben, any words?
I'll be honest though. Yeah, this is gonna be fun for those who are actually like going forward to those who are like playing this game for quite a while now. So happy times.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree. So that is the first gaming cafe headline. I know it sucks, but you know what? For tonight only, we will be rotating on who will be covering the gaming headlines, and that is because we have Hoshi, who usually appears only on Anime Cafe, will be doing it also. So later after the break, Shumin will be covering the gaming headlines, followed by Hoshi on its last gap. So yeah, because again I have not planned anything. I'm so sorry guys. I'm so disoriented tonight. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's okay guys, right? It's alright, everyone, right? It's alright.
Yeah, technical difficulties is just gonna be expected at this point. So, oh my god.
Yeah. Expect some technical difficulties. Yeah, we are not having any show agenda tonight. It is now 6:42 p.m. as we will be getting into more gaming cafe sessions, or I should say headlines to talk about when we return here on Asphere's Cafe. We will be right back.
This episode of Asphere Cafe is brought to you by Downtown, Asphere Appliances, Dreamgirls Pizza, Capinoy Coffee, Melody Mart, and Senator Simpla. 643.
This program was brought to you by Asphere Appliances, home of Asphere Aircon and other leading appliances nationwide. Asphere Appliances, tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you. Capinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Capinoy Coffee from FVS Manufacturing Corporation. Shenatron Synplus. Reimagine karaoke with XTSP. And Melody Mart. Your everyday vibe for convenience.
The best mix of music. The best mix of music. Cool FM.
You want the cheaper, and that is the intention. And as the appliance you want to buy, the super appliance, as the appliance, cheaper and still quality pop up. As the appliances, if you want to buy at a discounted price at Asphere Appliances.
Asphere Appliances, home of Asphere Aircon and other leading appliances nationwide. Asphere Appliances, tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
One time, there's a confrontation about sushi and pizza, but then there was a solution.
Bro, I said let's get sushi.
No way. Pizza beats raw fish every time.
Why not both? Gooey cheese, spicy mayo, seaweed, salmon. Introducing Sushi Baked Pizza.
Whoa.
Creamy, savory, sushi-inspired toppings baked on a perfect crust. Sushi Baked Pizza. 9-inch at 250, 11-inch at 450. Only at Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way.
You paid this time.
No way. You wanted sushi.
Call 141-9191 for deliveries.
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you.
Dream Car Karaoke po, tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Capinoy Coffee.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Capinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Capinoy Coffee.
Masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Capinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Capinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Capinoy Coffee from FVS Manufacturing Corporation.
A song, a chord, there's no end to the tune. It's the echo of strings, the rise of the moon. It's the beat of the drum, the keys on the floor, the rhythm that calls, the voice we adore. It's music and more, a note, a rhyme, a melodies glow, a piano that plays, a rhythm that flows. It's a voice, it's a choice, a harmonies ring. At the end of the night, let the melody start. It's the sound of a song, it's the joy in your heart.
Reimagine karaoke with XTSP.
Now available Utopia 2 and Utopia Deluxe for more song storage, and Volume 174 for DVD systems. Song lists are now free to download on ShenatronSynPlus.blogspot.com.
Shenatron Synplus. Reimagine karaoke with XTSP.
New, ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Subukan niyo na ang Melody Mart Onigiris. Maraming feelings na pwedeng pagpilian. May classics, locals, at premium feelings na suwag magpapasaya ng samyo.
Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart. Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Biking, meron rin tayong Overload Onigiris na mas pinalaki, mas maraming feelings.
Price starts at 55 pesos. Bumili na ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Melody Mart Onigiris. Price starts at 55 pesos. Available in Melody Mart outlets nationwide.
Melody Mart, your everyday vibe for convenience.
Hello, Real Fanners. Real Fans of the Philippines is coming your way.
We're a passionate community dedicated to promoting railway transportation in the Philippines. Whether it's trains, transit systems, or anything on the rails, we share a common love for public transportation and everything that moves on tracks. Come along and be part of the journey. Join the Rail Fans of the Philippines community today. Follow us on Facebook, X, Threads, and Instagram for the latest railway news, updates, and more. Rail Fans of the Philippines, a dedicated community for train enthusiasts. Visit us on Facebook and other social media platforms for latest railway news, updates, and more.
Evermost, mag-food trip. Evermost, mag-shopping. Evermost, mag-bonding. 365 days a year. Ang saya ng walang sawa. Here at Evermost. Every day is a happy day. Here at Evermost. Kung gusto kang barato, natuyot ang paganto, sa Marquis Market Club kitang tanan. Ang Seguro Warehouse, West Market Club, barato na o quality papak, West Market Club. Kung gusto mo bilhin sa wholesale na presyo, ang Marquis Market Club.
Marcus Market Club, available across the MMC branches in Cebu only.
Stop, huwag uubuin at plema, huwag iinuman ng yelo. Magpabiscal syrup at capsule para tanggal ng ubo at plema, bawal iinuman ng yelo. Magpabiscal, itigil ang ubo at plema, huwag iinuman ng yelo. Parbocysteine is being generic name of Pabiscal. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Adam Orelar po mga sa basketball player na. Mag-Milo Choco Powder para lagay ng yelo, tapos timpla ng Choco Powder na. Kaya mag-champion na, mag-Milo Choco Powder, iyong ng baso ng Choco. Si Adam Orelar po mag-Milo Choco Powder para maglalaro ng basketball.
And we are back right here on Asphere's Cafe. It's now 6:51 p.m. Okay, so now let's get into the second round of the Gaming Cafe Headlines with from our fellow co-hosts. I wonder who's going to do it because since I don't have an agenda, might as well cook dinner while I am at it. So
Balls.
we'll be right back. I will be back.
Oh, I was gonna host.
Well, this is
me.
where I come
There
in.
you go.
Well, hello everybody coming down to everybody who's watching Asphere's Cafe. And I've been long back since my sabbatical break. 6:51 in the evening already. And we still have a lot to tackle about since Cairo unfortunately doesn't have anything planned out. We got ourselves our last second planned out sessions over here. So get yourselves ready because we have a lot to tackle about on our gaming news for this evening. Oh my god, you guys, we have 3-on-3 tonight. That is 3 on the regular gaming news and 3 on the Hoyoverse ones. So to those who are actually waiting for the Hoyoverse ones, keep your seatbelts on because we're gonna be passing by that one as soon as we tackle the first 3 over here. Now, coming down to our very first one, we have Nintendo that is about to release their second Close to You video that was filled with Pikmin. Now, accordingly towards here, Nintendo has released a second Close to You video today and is now only exclusively available on their Nintendo Today app. The second video features the same blonde baby and her mother. However, there's a key difference with today's upload. It's now covered in Pikmin. Previous theories for the baby being Baby Rosalina are obviously now likely falling apart, though fans will have to keep guessing. Now, this is only just a small one, but you know, it's kind of crazy that the more lore that you get with Nintendo Shorts, the more it's becoming a bit of a hint for a new game upcoming. Not really all that much interesting, but at the same time, to those who are actually are into short films, maybe this is your type. If you want something that's a lot more refreshing than Pixar that they're releasing right now, or you just wanted to take a break from, rewatching K-pop Demon Hunters for the 275th time now, Golden God, you got yourself one from Nintendo. So any thoughts on this, guys, before we move on? Going once. Well, I guess that's the only one that we have from our good friend Hoshi over here. All right then, since we don't have anything much to say about this one, let's go ahead and move on to the next one over here, which is the classic anime adventure game Nostalgic Joe hitting a Kickstarter goal. Now, the classic anime-inspired narrative-driven game Nostalgic Joe has managed to hit its Kickstarter goal. Kamatachi, the creator of Kini Kuneko Super Muscle Cat, is now developing a VHS bootleg-infused nostalgia trip. Inspired by games like To the Moon, Earthbound, Night in the Woods, and anime like FLCL, Golden Boy, and Neon Genesis Evangelion, baby! Kamatachi aims to tell a story about sadness, hope, and hundreds of nostalgic winks. And accordingly towards over here from their Kickstarter page info, it is a narrative-driven, atmospheric game with retro VHS visuals and touches of classic anime, where the player explores, talks, solves light puzzles, and dives into a heartfelt story. As for its features, classic point-and-click mechanics, but designed for free movement control. It's also a light action and puzzle minigames. There's also an intimate story with dialogue, exploration, and side quests with stories that touch the heart. And lastly, and most importantly, carefully crafted music and atmosphere. I wonder if that's gonna be made in 8-bit or 16-bit. Who knows at this point? This is not a game for everyone, as it's an adult theme experience meant for those who enjoy reading, exploring, and getting emotionally invested in stories. May I remind you to those who are, goldfish minds out there who are actually into TikTok a lot, this is not for you guys. If y'all want something that's a lot more faster, smoother, and a lot more action-packed, go play Valorant or Fortnite. You got yourself a good one. Anyway, there are also parts of the story that can be a bit scary, such as this one. Joe Thompson Ravenwood is a 40-year-old man going through a difficult time. After a recent divorce, he moves to an Echoes Cliffside, a quiet town far from the chaos of his old life. Everything changes one rainy night when he meets a strange glowing creature who claims to be a fairy one that feeds on something called heart-bound essence, invisible warmth carried by objects that once meant something to someone. Sounds like regret, don't you think? Along the way, Joe will cross paths with other unique characters, such as Jiro Matsuda, a Japanese grumpy retired animation director, Maya Matsuda, his kind but distant daughter, Elliot, the neighbor's strange son. So, are we gonna be mentioning random characters now? And Captain Hardog, an aggressive street stray dog. I wonder if it comes from Isle of Dogs, because if he is, kudos. But yeah, that was all for this guy. Let's have a look on what Kickstarter has to offer us for this one. Okay. So it's a bit like Deltarune, and a bit like what was that game again? The one with the whole 8-bit experience thing, but it's actually pretty cool. One with sands on it. What was that game again? I already forgot, but you know that game. Yeah, there it is. Undertale? Yeah, Undertale. Kind of feels a bit like Undertale with a bit of 2000s feel of animation style, like Dragon Ball, Slam Dunk, or even as far just any anime that was like produced in the 2000s by Production IG, I guess. So something like that along the way. So what do you guys think about this Nostalgic Joe and the Fairy Whispers? Y'all gonna be supporting this one once the game comes out, if y'all want a bit of nostalgia, or would you rather like play something else that is actually meant for fast-paced action people?
I see the game is pretty cool. The game looks pretty cool. I mean, also like the art style of it too, because the characters are written in pad, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's the guy behind Neon Genesis Evangelion. Come on. You're expecting to get like 2000s feel over this. I mean, who does not want that, you know? I'm looking at you, the anime man, and your controversial listing. But anyway, moving on to once, twice, but we're not here to talk about anime after all, because we're now going towards our next one. Oh boy, Kart Clash aims to bring kart racing gameplay to real life. I've never wished I was in the New England era before, but the newest offering from RPM Raceway makes me seriously wish I was. Now, accordingly towards this one, this is not really a video game, but rather a realistic kart racing thing. I'm not joking. This is not a video game, but since we're on the topic of gaming, might as well put this on the list, because after all, it's racing, it's a circuit, plus at the same time, it's fun with friends. If y'all want to be a bit pushy.
Simulation thing, I think. Looks like a simulator game.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a simulator game, but you know, it's kind of fun if you're going to be playing this on a multiplayer mode, while also not making sure that you're going to be knocked by Nintendo's doors. Now, accordingly to the press release on September 15th, 2025, simultaneously at RPM's Raceway at Stamford in Connecticut. I'm not going to be reading the whole address and all that. With other locations to follow, Kart Clash reinvents traditional go-kart racing into a high-octane arcade-style battle where speed meets strategy. Driving go-karts equipped with F1-inspired steering wheels and LED displays, racers collect and activate power-ups including missiles, EMPs, TNTs, boosts, and shields while navigating the track. Mystery boxes and boost zones add a layer of tactical gameplay where each decision can make or break the race or give the edge needed to pass competitors on the frickin' track. Now, RPM Raceway is further solidifying its position as a leader in kart in karting innovation with the recent addition of a new fleet of next generation electric karts at its venues in Stamford, Connecticut and Long Island, New York. In April, RPM was awarded the Guinness World Records for longest indoor multi-level go-kart track in the world. Now, this is something that's not supposed to be missed because this one had a Guinness World Record on its shoulders. Built on RPM's R-Tech platform and developed in partnership with industry leader Sodakart, RPM's new technology represents a leap forward in racing innovation. Each kart is equipped with a next-gen LED heads-up display that delivers real-time stats, sector data, and performance insights streamed directly to each racer during the race. The launch marks a milestone in RPM's Raceway's ongoing commitment to modernizing the karting experience by combining the adrenaline of real-world racing with the excitement of interactive entertainment. So to those who are living in the Americas and are now tuning in right now, $30 for members and $40 for non-members, with designated race sessions where juniors, teens, and adults can compete together in this immersive, skill-driven format. We're going to be converting this into Philippine money. Maybe that's around 2,500. So better pack up your wallets if y'all that rich, especially those who had those projects on the line. Live leaderboard.
Whoa! Nah.
To keep gameplay fresh and challenging for both seasoned racers, emerging speed demons, and spectators watching from the sidelines. For more information, y'all can visit the website, which is right here down below. Okay, something American, but at the same time, something that's pretty cool that's hopefully going to be expanding internationally. What do you guys think about this pretty crazy karting experience getting an upgrade?
Nothing and that thing I'm going to play. What asparagus?
Yeah, it's gonna be good to the fans of who have been playing GP. Yeah, this is exactly the game that you can look forward to. That pretty cool.
Yeah, honestly, I would agree at the same time. I mean, look at the map over here, guys. This is just like, playing in Need for Speed Underground 2, if you all remember that one, where you can drift and all that. But no, this one's actually made for go-karts. But if you're into if you're so addicted into Mario Kart racing, maybe this one's maybe this platform's pretty good for you to try on, because you can get your competitive spirits up towards into defeating and becoming the number one on the leaderboards, only for you to get on the last on the leaderboards here in real life. Oh my god. Y'all got skill issues if you don't know how to drive. Now let's move on towards our next segment, which is the most exciting part to those who are actually listening right now, from the Philippines towards down to everywhere in Asia, Japan, or somewhere in the world right now, because we're going to be tuning into Hoyoverse news, starting in towards the Honkai Star Rail, which had a leak that disappoints Scrollium fans all over again. Bummer. Now, Honkai Star Rail does an outstanding job of creating a tightly knit world where the playable characters play a major role. Almost all the major story characters have also become playable in the game. One of the characters who was leaked a while back with the playable kit is Scrollium, the number 76 of the Genius Society. However, after almost a year after his first release kit, there is no new information about when he will become playable. Even worse, a new leak hints that Scrollium fans are only going to be disappointed in 4.x as well. Now, recently, a big leak revealed that the planned HSR 4.x characters. However, some previously expected names were missing, notably Scrollium. Now, a recent leak via HXG confirms that there's no sign of playable Scrollium in 4.x, another nail to the hearts of those who are fans of him out there. The genius mechanical life form and owner of planet Scrollium has been a fan favorite ever since his introduction to the Storia. He also played a significant role in the recent Amphorius chapter alongside Madame Herda. This had sparked hope for fans about a possible release date in 4.x, but all of that has been for nothing. Although there are no new kits leaks for Scrollium, We can expect him to be an erudition character due to his connection to the Genius Society. He is an extremely intelligent person and will likely continue to feature in the Honkai Star Rail storyline. If I had to guess, Scrulium will only become playable once the Astral Express takes a detour into planet Scrulium. Currently, none of the storyline leads to it, so fans of the Genius must wait a lot more. What do y'all guys think about this? Leave it in the comments in the comment section below, and don't start a fight in the comments saying justice for Scrulium, because we can all say that once the protests come in. Any thoughts about this, co-hosts?
Anything much more, Wash, Asparagus?
Nothing much. I don't play Hoyoverse games.
Same, nothing much.
Yeah, that's fine though. But yeah, to those who are tuning in and are actually into Hoyoverse games, sad news towards the HSR, because y'all are getting nothing if y'all want this guy in. Next up, we got Zenless Zone Zero version 2.3 Memories of the Dreams Bygone arrives in October 15. Now, to those fans who are actually tuning in about Zenless Zone Zero, yes, version 2.3 Memories of Dreams Bygone will launch on October 15th. In the latest update, players will team up with Spook Shack and set foot in the newly unlocked Timesworn Hills, where ghost stories echo through abandoned ruins in the Hollow. Lucia, Yidhari, and Komano Manato join the battlefield as new agents accompanied by fresh gameplay, new outfits for Vivian and Manato, and engaging events. The newly revealed Timesworn Hills region, for its abundant lumite ore deposits, conceals abandoned research facilities and testing ground ruins where chilling legends thrive. Tales of miners who vanished within the miasma, the tolling of a phantom bell, creatures that gaze into people's hearts, and hypnotists capable of ensnaring victims in endless dreams that haunt the land. This new adventure begins with the case of missing miners and Porcelimex employees drawing proxies into the Hollow to uncover unsettling truths. Zenless Zone Zero continuously gears up to deliver eventful content and optimized combat experience. In version 2.3, Soldier Zero/Ambi will be enhanced through refined combat mechanics and boosted performance to unleash her latent combat potential. New gameplay Threshold Simulation offers both tactical and combat challenges as proxies deploy multiple squads to withstand interconnected battle scenarios. The event, When Dreams Remained Unfinished, introduces turn-based combat, where players command various categories of monsters with unique traits and tactical positioning. Completing the event also grants Agent Manato as a free reward. Oh my god. Additionally, the beloved Snap Shining Strike photography event returns with an upgrade, offering more freedom with camera controls, diverse filters, and frames, allowing players to capture stunning scenes. As New Eridu's story continues to unfold, Zenless Zone Zero offers a heartfelt glimpse of what lies ahead. Future agents including Ban Yu, Dialin, Zhao, and Ye Shunguang are set to join the Proxy's journey in the near future. As a token of gratitude for embarking on the adventures still to come, Proxies can come and claim an extra 600 polychromes in addition to the regular rewards of 10 encrypted master tapes and 10 Bapoons during version 2.3. So to those who are actually tuning in, leave it in the comments down below, and that's gonna be all coming from me, Cairo. Back to you, my dude.
Thank you very much, Truman. It is now 7:10 p.m. as we will be getting into the last gap of the gaming headlines right here on Asphere's Cafe. But for now, we will be returning after the break. Stay along with us.
We'll be right back.
Then, brought to you by Del Sound, Asphere Appliances, Dreamcast Pizza, Kapinoy Coffee, Melody Mart, and Jonathan Sin Plus.
This program was brought to you by Asphere Appliances, home of Asphere Aircon and other leading appliances nationwide. Asphere Appliances, tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you. Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. Shenatron Synplus. Reimagine karaoke with XTSP. And Melody Mart. Your everyday vibe for convenience.
It's so nice to be cool and easy. Asphere's aircon, the aircon with 10-year warranty. 10-year warranty. Inverter, money saver, great quality. With 10-year warranty. Asphere's aircon, tried, trusted, tested by Asparagus.
Get yours now at asphereappliances.ph online. Another quality product from Asphere Appliances.
Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
One time, there's a confrontation about sushi and pizza, but then there was a solution.
Bro, I said let's get sushi.
No way. Pizza beats raw fish every time.
Why not both? Gooey cheese, spicy mayo, seaweed, salmon. Introducing Sushi Baked Pizza.
Whoa.
Creamy, savory, sushi-inspired toppings baked on a perfect crust. Sushi Baked Pizza. 9-inch at 250, 11-inch at 450. Only at Dream Cards Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cards way.
You paid this time.
No way. You wanted sushi.
Call 141-9191 for deliveries.
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you.
Dream Car Karaoke po, tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kaping gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation.
A song, a chord, there's no end to the tune. It's the echo of strings, the rise of the moon. It's the beat of the drum, the keys on the floor, the rhythm that calls, the voice we adore. It's music and more, a note, a rhyme, a melody's glow, a piano that plays, a rhythm that flows. It's a voice, it's a choice, a harmony's ring. At the end of the night, let the melody start. It's the sound of a song, it's the joy in your heart.
Reimagine karaoke with XTSP.
Now available, Utopia 2 and Utopia Deluxe for more song storage, and Volume 174 for DVD systems. Song lists are now free to download on ShenatronSynPlus.blogspot.com.
Shenatron Synplus. Reimagine karaoke with XTSP.
New, ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Subukan niyo na ang Melody Mart Onigiris. Maraming feelings na pwedeng pagpilian. May classics, locals, at premium feelings na suwag magpapasaya ng samyo.
Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart. Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Bikin, meron na tayong Overload Onigiris na mas pinalaki, mas maraming feelings.
Price starts at 55 pesos. Bumili ka ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Melody Mart Onigiris. Price starts at 55 pesos. Available in Melody Mart outlets nationwide.
Melody Mart. Your everyday vibe for convenience.
Isang mahalagang ng pamilya ng seguridad nyo. Kahit magloan na tayo, TSS. Para pumunta sa fill up iyong mga tao sa loan nyo, iyong seguridad ng TSS. Mga pumunta sa Pilipinas, sa Luzon, Visayas, at Mindanao. Isang pumunta tayo sa loan na puntahan, TSS. Masayang pumunta sa loan. Visit website of tssloan.com.
Tagalog, powder milk. For children from 1, 2, and 3. For children from 1 to 3 years old, Tagalog, powder milk.
The use of milk supplements must only be upon the advice of a health professional. The unnecessary and improper use of product may be dangerous to your child's health. EO 51CA number 017, series of 2025.
Puro pimples lang, bakit ang dumi ng dirt sa face nyo? Ba't sinabon mo yan? Baka mga dirt. Sa mukha yan, mag-new Eskinul. This use of remove Colson dirt with Colsor's pimples. Micro-cleanse antibacterial formula. Noto dirt, noto pimples, yes to fun. Eskinul.
Mga bata, sa protected na ito, si Adam Orelar po. Maglido 3 Plus para calcium, protein at Lactobacillus protectus sa may bata sa DHA. Adam Orelar po para sa bata, Maglido 3 Plus na. Lido 3 Plus is not suitable for infant feeding, is not a breast milk substitute. Masama ang ubo sipon. Brand X ng syrup, huwag painom ng gamot. Akala nyo sakit pala. Sa tulong pambatang Neosep, para fast ng 2 araw, para gumaling na. Para mawala ang ubosipon of symptoms, shortcut sa ginhawa, pambatang Neosep.
Alagang lunilap yan.
Phenylephrine HCl chlorphenamine maleate paracetamol has been generic name of pambatang Neosep. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
99.5 Cool FM. Cool Kanito. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Alright, we are back right here on Asphere's Cafe. It is now 7:17 p.m. And yes, if you just noticed, Hoshi Konimi is not with us in this gap because he is on the other side of the stage. That is DZEX. So yes, he's currently at DZEX as we speak. Now it's my turn, and thank you Hoshi for providing the articles for me to cover. So now let's do a round of the gaming cafe with me. Alright, here we go. And all of them are coming from Game Grant, by the way. So Nintendo Switch 2 reaches impressive 3-month milestone, and yup, it sold over 2.4 million units in the US within its first 3 months, according to a new report from a gaming industry marketing firm. They didn't specify exactly who they are. The reported sales of the Switch 2 put it 5% ahead of the record-setting pace held by the PlayStation 4, which sold an estimated 2.2 million units in the US from November 2013 to the end of January 2014. Since its arrival on June 5th, the Switch 2 has quickly set sales records in various markets. Within the first several weeks of availability, the Switch 2 became the fastest-selling console in the US, selling over 1.6 billion units within its first month. The Switch 2's rise in the US was in part due to the success of first-party Nintendo games like Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, alongside backward compatibility with most Switch titles, which included games like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that received updates to take advantage of the upgraded hardware. The Switch 2 selection of available titles continues to grow. And in the American market, or the US sales, well, a new industry sales report indicated more continued growth for Nintendo's latest console. As reported by Matt Piscatella of Serrana from Blue Sky, the Switch 2 sold a record-breaking 2.4 million units in the US as of the end of August 2025, putting it ahead of the PS4 and the original Switch in those same spans. The Switch 2 sold 5% more than the PS4 did within its first 9 days, with the latter establishing the previous record of 2.2 million units sold in the US. By comparison, the Switch 2 sold an estimated 2 million units in Japan between June 5 and mid-September. Sales of Nintendo's latest console were able to offset the declining sales figures of the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and original Nintendo Switch consoles, which had taken a downturn when compared to August 2024's hardware sales. Piscatella added that the Switch 2's time online sales were 77% ahead of the original Switch during a similar span. As of July 2025, the global sales figures of the Switch 2 had already exceeded approximately 6 million units. However, between the base Switch 2 and the Mario Kart World bundle, it is unclear which SKUs make up the bulk of Switch 2 sales at that point. With first-party titles like Pokemon Legends ZA and Metroid Prime 4 Beyond still awaiting release, the Switch 2 sales are expected to climb during the 2025 holiday shopping season. So yes, ladies and gents, as they say in the article coming from Game Rant, yup, 2.4 million 2.4 million units sold in the US, and I have to say it is very impressive number for Nintendo. So yeah, what do you think, Dreamcar and Trumaine? Okay, well, I cannot hear anyone here. Dreamcar, but yeah, Trumaine is a for a bit, but yeah. Dreamcar, any thoughts? Oh, I think I cannot hear you. Maybe this Discord skill issue again. Rejoin. Okay, no comment. Alright, no comment. Alright, okay. Alright. Alright, on to the next one. And it is about the PS5 controller. I should say the special edition controller from Sony that is going to be for PS5, releasing this October 20. So yep, this is the color of this is the color of the this is the limited edition of the DualShock 5, and yeah, looks pretty nice, I would say. And for the pricing, it's gonna cost you $85 US, and yeah, it's pretty pricey if you ask me. So as for the release dates, it will be October 20 in the US and Canada, and October 28 in Mexico and Chile. No other markets yet announced. No other markets at the moment if they will be getting this limited edition of that controller. I mean, look at the controller. It looks pretty sick. It looks pretty sick. If you look at the side and the top right there, yeah, it looks very premium. And I do love how they written the Japanese text and the back. Pretty cool. And aside from that, they also have the PlayStation products or PlayStation merch coming up right there. Pretty nice. So that is the Icon Blue Special Edition DualSense. That is where they will be releasing their new limited edition controller, which is set to be released on October 20 in the US and Canada. Alright, so on to the next one, and we have Sonic Racing Crossroads fans. Crossroads, yes. So, on October 8th, Sonic Racing Crossroads will get its, which is already a day ago, will get its first post-release major DLC pack, introducing several familiar characters from the Minecraft universe. Sonic Racing Crossroads had already teased multiple upcoming crossovers, and one of the biggest is now just around the corner. And yes, Minecraft characters are coming to the game. Yup. So if we look right here, I'm pretty sure these are the ones. Oh, did we see that? It wants me to play on apps. I don't want to. But look at this. Isn't that nice? Yup, they're joining these main characters will be joining the game, which is already out by now. And if we see, yeah, pretty cool. But wait, we're not done just yet. There is more. We have Mega Man crossover and theme packs for popular franchises like SpongeBob SquarePants, Pac-Man, Avatar Legends, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So yeah, Minecraft is the latest to join Sonic Racing Crossroads. And Minecraft fans, this is time where you be excited right now. And yeah, what do you say about this? About this news that Minecraft characters will be playable on Sonic Racing Crossroads.
Minecraft.
Interesting.
That's all I can say. Minecraft.
Minecraft, yeah.
Okay. Alright, and now, well, I don't know if we're late to cover this one, but I don't think so. But this is the cake we are gonna take for us the last, because tonight, yup, Nintendo is suing known Switch pirate for $4.5 million. Yup, you heard that right, ladies and gents. Nintendo is suing against a pirate. So, on October 3rd, Nintendo filed a motion requesting that James Archbox Williams, a known Switch pirate, paid the company $4.5 million in damages for operating websites that offer users copies of pirated games. Nintendo stated that Williams has now responded to its ongoing lawsuit against him and asked the U.S. District Court in Seattle to weigh in. So this started way back to 2024 when Nintendo first filed a lawsuit against him for allegedly selling and distributing pirated Nintendo Switch games. Nintendo stated that Williams utilized websites dubbed pirate shops as part of his business. Williams also served as a moderator of the Switch Pirate subreddit, which subsequently led to him being tracked down by Nintendo. The company used Williams' own social media posts and Nintendo console repair history to find him at his residence in the Phoenix, Arizona area. After being served by Nintendo, Williams failed to enter a plea in court and a default judgment was granted to the company. So, yup. Nintendo Ninjas, ladies and gentlemen. Nintendo Ninjas. If it's not worth risking. At this point, if you don't want to be involved, you better not to risk it at the moment. Alright, co-host.
Nintendo is still unfair.
Nintendo's a Ferrari. Ha 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 ha. Ferrari Nintendo. That's all I can say.
Alright, so I think that is all for what we have here tonight. And I am going to think what will be the brewing question because it's where we need to come up with a question. So, Jumaine, what can you think about the brewing question tonight?
Alright, I do have a good question for those who are tuning in right now. For a brewing question for this evening, what do you think about the games being updated as a way to wait. I gotta restructure the question right, but here we go. How would you actually feel that over time, when the games are being updated, your storage also gets lost, which becomes one of the reasons why you stop playing the game? That's your brewing question right there. As the game updates, and then the storage also decreases, do you also lose interest because of it?
Yep, that is the brewing question you just heard from Shumaine. So let us know in the comment section down below or in the live chat or the comments if you are watching the replay of Asphere's Cafe right now. So 1 minute before 7:30 and I have some announcement. Starting next week, we will officially extend the show to 8:30 p.m. So 7:30 onwards, we will have in-depth discussions. I don't know what to do, but we will try our best to come up with some good topics to talk about, or basically in general. But of course, we will still be limited to what specific interest we will be in, because usually Mondays and Tuesdays we talk about technology, Wednesdays we talk about anime, manga, and Japanese pop culture, and today, just Thursday, we talk about the gaming. So we will have interesting in-depth discussions, which is going to be from 7:30 onwards starting next week. So yeah, who is excited for the extension next week? Anyone?
This is pretty interesting because now that the cafe is going to be extended a bit, we're going to be a real cafe at this point, not just another news of the week.
Yep, we're going to turn it into an actual true cafe. It's going to be more of a podcast style. So yeah, I'm very excited. And by the way, we will be extending until 8:30 p.m. Keep that in mind. So after the news segment from 6:30 to 7:30, we will be having an in-depth discussions where the cafe is actually going to be in the podcast style. So yeah, pretty exciting times, right, guys?
I agree. I'll
Yep.
see you.
How about
We'll
you,
see you.
Car?
Yeah, same thing here.
Yep. So we will need to start preparing in about a week before we like how do we say this before we say goodbye
Really
to
go
you
for
guys.
it.
We would need
Yeah.
sorry I mean we need to really prepare the topics in-depth discussions what we should talk about before we can like give it a go signal.
I mean, besides, we can't just like start an extension of the cafe and just talk about monkeys all over the place.
Yep, exactly. And yeah, we need to come up with the topics to talk about. Like, yeah, like say let's be specific to the topic we planned on talking.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
that's pretty much gonna be our challenge. So
yep, it's
yeah,
gonna be a challenge, but it's going to be worth doing it. So yes. All
yeah,
right,
sorry.
time is up. That is all for. Wait. Actually, wait. Any last words, Trumaine and Dream Car?
Well, okay, Dream Car, you go first.
Nothing much. I'm going to prepare my chord later. You know what I'm going to do.
All right.
All right. How about you, Trumaine?
Well, I am officially back now in Asphere's Cafe after 2 weeks of being on sabbatical break. So expect more from me. Expect to be hearing more from me every Thursdays on the gaming channel. But sometimes, if there is a chance, you might even catch me going around in Monday or Tuesday, or probably on a Wednesday as well. Just as long as the schedule commits me. But as of the time, Thursday is my confirmed time where I am around.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you so much, guys. And yep, time is up. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I know we have been unprepared, but we were able to get through that. So thank you to my co-host who has helped me in getting the show going through as we hope. But yeah, tomorrow we will be doing the random topic. So I will be talking about Disney Plus finally expanding Hulu internationally. So we will be getting into that in depth tomorrow. So don't miss that out. Also, with the it's a what segment with the Chinese knockoffs of Gene Card tomorrow. Correct? Is that correct, Gene Card? Okay. All right. We will be back tomorrow. So yeah, same time, same place. This has been Asphere's Cafe. I am Cairo.
I'm Chemaine.
And I'm Dream Car. The cafe is now closed.
We will see you tomorrow. Cafe's over. 3 minutes overtime and now 4 minutes overtime. We have to go. Bye.
Bye.